You attract people and experiences into your life based on what you think you deserve. Boundaries are not rules that you set for others. They're decisions that you make for yourself, how you're going to act and what you're available for. Someone who is really secure in their self-worth and what they deserve in relationships, they're just not available for low quality experiences. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we talk about becoming your dream woman and building the future of your dreams. So if you want an engineer's advice on how to use systems thinking to build the future of your dreams, subscribe down below for more videos. Let's get right into it. Today I want to talk to you about all the lessons that I have learned over the past few years of dating. I've learned so much about myself in the process of dating, and I wish there had been an older sister for me in the process to kind of guide me along and to show me the way. So I want to be that for you today. In the midst of your singledom, I'm here to give you a little solace and hope that things get better, things improve. Being single is actually a huge gift and a time for you to build yourself and to cultivate the person you want to be. Lesson 1, you attract people and experiences into your life based on what you think you deserve. I very much believe that our external reality is a reflection of our internal environment. I, through inner work, have come to understand my internal environment better, and I see as I grow in my self-worth, the world around me reflects that, and better experiences come into my field. We see and are available for experiences based on our own perception, and your perception is what you think that you're worthy of bringing into your field. The more that you can do to expand your container for what you think you're available for and what you think you're worthy of, the more the universe will provide you with those experiences. The next thing that I want to talk about is how inner work can change your whole reality. Inner work comes in any form of internal self-growth that you can think of. So whether that's your education through formal schooling, books that you read outside of work that expand your mind, journaling, meditation, container work, shadow work, the list goes on and on. The person you are and the person you show up to be in the world has a huge impact on how the universe interacts with you. Relationships are not exclusive to romantic relationships. Relationships you have with work, friends, family, and romantic partners all are affected by the inner work that you do. The more that you grow, the more you work through your triggers, the better you learn how to communicate, and the more you grow to understand your self-worth, the more you'll attract good experiences into your life, and the more you'll be able to set boundaries for what you're actually available for. Someone who is really secure in their self-worth and what they deserve in relationships, they're just not available for low quality experiences. I live in a reality where men act immensely chivalrous to me, where men open doors for me, they pick me up for dates, they bring me flowers, they bring me gifts for dates, they pay for the bill when we're out, and they organize things and create really fun experiences for us to get to know each other. That was not always the case. I'd say I always met pretty good men and was treated fairly well, but the degree to which men take care of me now is not the same as in the past, and that is just because I don't entertain experiences in which I'm not treated in the way that I want to and not treated in the way that I feel that I'm deserving of being treated. The next thing that we're going to talk about is boundaries. Boundaries are not rules that you set for others. They're decisions that you make for yourself, how you're going to act and what you're available for. If this is something you truly believe, you don't need to verbally communicate it 99% of the time. Every once in a while, there could be a miscommunication and you might have to verbally communicate it, but for the most part, your boundaries are communicated through your embodiment. How you show up in the world and how you respect yourself shows other people how they should be respecting you and what you allow into your field. If I take time for my self-care, if I do things that bring me joy, make me happy, if I take time for my family and my friends, I'm communicating through my actions how I expect someone else to treat me. I'm going to attract people into my life who want to be a part of that. I'm only available for people who act in a way that is complementary to my boundaries. I don't need to lash out or be angry with them. I just need to observe the behavior and then decide how I want to act in relation to that. How you act is a lot more powerful than your words. So if you're yelling your boundaries at someone, you've probably already lost and have failed to communicate them with your actions. Next thing is to be kind to yourself and to others. Dating is probably the most emotionally taxing experience that I've been on in the last few years. There's been really, really exciting, positive high times, and there's been really, really low, sad times. And riding that roller coaster, I know is hard. In the process, you will grow and you'll learn a ton about yourself. But know that like those are all growing pains. You'll be all right, but try not to be too hard on yourself, especially when you don't act in the way that you want to, especially when you don't act in your best self. Keep trying. You'll get closer to her every single time you make an effort. Always, like I said in the last video, praise progress, not perfection. Your perfection goal will always move, and we want to make sure that you're getting closer and closer to her and you feel like you're growing and are still optimistic about the process. I'd also say being kind to other people is super important. Once you start dating, you start realizing how much or how little inner work someone else has done. We're all human. We're all trying our best with the experience we have in this given moment and giving our past history. Be kind to everyone. There's no need to lash out and be cruel. Anytime I've lashed out and felt cruel is really because I'm personally in pain and not a reflection of the other person. Sure, there are tons of times that I've been hurt. Me lashing out, me being cruel actually hurts me even more than it probably does the other person. So in order to take care of yourself, be kind to other people. It makes your heart feel happier and lighter if you choose to act in kindness instead of revenge. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is faith. So I was not always a really spiritual or religious person, but as I've gotten older and I've come more into inner work and investigating spirituality, I have come to find that it has a really impactful place in my life. You can't miss something that's meant for you. You don't have to chase, hustle, and cling onto things that you think are yours. Things that are meant for you will come into your field, into your reality, and they will feel easy. You won't need to have to force anything. Keep faith that the things that are meant for you are coming. All experiences are happening for your benefit. Even the things that are causing you pain and you think are bad at the time could actually choose to be a blessing in the long run. Relationships where I have felt completely emotionally destroyed afterwards. In the moment, I thought it was the end of everything, things were never going to get better. But years later, I've come to see those relationships as a huge blessing because it means that I will never allow myself to be available to that horrible situation again. The next thing I want to talk about is authenticity. I made a video a little while ago about how to be a more feminine woman, and the cornerstone to that for me is being authentic. Being really in touch with your inner child and having the bravery to show your true self to the world. If you're dating and you want really good relationships, really good friends, you have to show the world who you really are. You can't be behind a mask and pretend to be something else because then you'll attract people who are not really compatible with you. You want people who like you just the way you are. The people who are really, really good friends with me, they know that Emily is a glorified Disney princess, that she likes everything fluffy and sparkly and cute and wants to go on princess playdates all the time. And I find girlfriends who want to do that with me, and I attract men who want to help build that for me. That's the reality I want to live in. I want my life to feel like ease and flow and play. I want this experience of dating and being with my friends to feel light, fun, and easy. Something can't be light, fun, and easy if you're wearing a mask and you're pretending all the time. You have to be yourself to attract things that are meant for you. Instead of asking yourself, how can I find the right person? I'd instead flip the switch on that and say, how can I be the right person? We cannot do anything about how other people act. Any attempt to do that is a form of manipulation. But if we're focused on being the best version of ourselves and growing into the type of wife, mother, friend, daughter that we want to be, then the universe responds by bringing to us things that are compatible for that. You have to grow into being the reciprocal for what you want. You have to be the type of woman your dream man is looking for in order to be attractive to him. The more and more I become like the woman of my dreams that I have in my mind, the better my friendships get and the closer the men I'm dating become to someone who's more like my ideal. The final thing I want to talk to you about is to not be a people pleaser. You don't have to earn love. You're worthy of love just as you are. You're always a work in progress. So there will never be a point where You've gone through your self-work enough to deserve being loved. You are always worthy of love since the moment you have been born, and you will always be worthy of love. It doesn't mean you'll always be receptive to it, but you're always worthy of it. And you don't have to work to prove yourself, to make other people happy, to act as a pick-me, to be a people pleaser in order to prove that you're worthy of the relationship you think you want. You don't have to convince your good friends that you're a cool, fun person to hang out with. They just want to play with you. They're there. They want to spend time with you. And romantic relationships that are a good fit for you will come more easily. You won't have to prove to this person that you're fun to be with. You'll have to show yourself, be authentic, be playful, and be you, but that doesn't mean auditioning. Anytime you're acting as a people pleaser, it's a form of manipulation. You're trying to do things in order to gain someone's love, which no one likes. I think that's why people pleasers really turn other people off, because they're gently trying to control someone else's actions, and people really resent that. Don't give expecting something else, give out of love, and don't give past the point where you can be generous with it. If you ever feel yourself overextending yourself or feeling resentful for the fact that you're giving a lot to a relationship, go back. That means that you're entering into the mode of overgiving and people pleaser mode, and we don't want that. So I hope that was helpful for everyone. I feel like I spent the entire episode gaslighting you about everything I've learned in dating. You're kind of the problem, but you're also kind of the solution, which is really empowering. Definitely leave any lessons you learned about dating in the comment section below, and subscribe if you're not already. Have fun, guys, and go off and date to be your dream woman.